What is going on, Jeromes? So it was a near run thing. It was an emotional roller coaster. I swear to everything that's holy that the Minnesota Vikings cannot play a normal game ever. But they got it done. They got it done. It was so ugly. It was oogly. And frankly, I don't know how to feel about it, but I also at the same point, a win is a win is a win. And it was an ugly, uneven day for the most part all the way around. But when the Vikings needed it, when the Vikings needed to make something happen, they got it done. And the defense synced up, got some big-time run stops against Judkins. And Carson Wentz, I can't say enough about Carson Wentz, man. Carson Wentz was a friggin' warrior out there today. Had a shoulder issue. Actually, I feel like he's got two shoulder issues because did you see him side-arming most of those balls throughout the day? And just when the Vikings needed to drive, he was all balls, man. So props to the pride of NDSU. Go Bison. North Dakota, loud and proud tonight. Everybody's getting laid tonight. It's going to be great. Also, Jordan friggin' Addison, man, had that weird-ass suspension for a quarter, comes in, scores a game-winning touchdown. Let's go. Hawkinson out there as well. Justin friggin' Jefferson single-handedly putting this team on his back and getting it done. My God. My goodness. This was an ugly game, but this was a special game, and this game showed the heart and the character of this football team. They could have easily just shut it down. You know, you're losing to the Browns. You can't stop Judkins. Left-handed Bruno Mars is actually looking good. You're up against one of the best defenses in the National Football League. The Browns beat the Packers, by the way. But pulled one out of the fire, man. Plus, major props to this offensive line, right? Because that was a major question coming in. All those moving parts up front. It was, God, what was it? It was Darisaw for a little bit, which we'll talk about. Darisaw, Joe Huber, Blake Brandel, Will Fries, Justin School. And for the most part, they did a damn good job. I know that Huber had some troubles against Malik Collins, except that's expected. But the O-line did a great job. Oliver and Hawkinson getting chips did great. C.J. Ham, as well as Jordan Mason, did great in pass protection. Just clutch, man. Just clutch. I mean, this is what Vikings fans were waiting for. Just to see a performance like this, head coach Kevin O'Connell adjusting his play calling and scheme to the personnel that you have available, and he got it done. And it's exactly what we talked about, where the 49ers were all banged up. They went on the road, got a win against the Rams. Now, obviously, different situations, but this is great. It was great, man. Plus, that last drive, Carson Wentz looked really damn good, man. And just a really tough day. And it's way too early to speculate who's going to start Week 7 against the Eagles. Carson Wentz revenge game. J.J. McCarthy, is he going to be back? Who knows, man. Lost on $2. Addison is effing clutch. Yeesh. If you got a question or a comment, toss a couple bucks in the super chat. Let's go, baby. All right. Cat Daddy, $2. Typical Vikings fashion. Holy shit. That's Cardiac Kids back again. Quinn Samuels. Ironic since it's against the Browns. $5. The Titan screen almost made me put a voodoo curse on Kevin O'Connell. Can someone explain that play called to me? It's fancy. The Browns, that first fake screen, like play action toss to the tight end up the middle, that was pretty. I mean, Kevin Stefanski still got it, man. Hadrian, that's our guy, $5. Since Kevin O'Connell's been here, it seemingly feels that I've yet to see a single screenplay that has been blown up for a 4-yard loss. Why can't Kevin O'Connell fix it? It's true. It's fair. Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe screens just aren't really part of his game. Or maybe there's something lost in translation because the Rams of McVay, I mean, they're solid at screens. I mean, look at the way that they're able to feed Puka on those tunnel screens, and then you got 6'3", 230 pounds of dude coming at you. Derek Baker, $20 Canadian, our guy. Grades, Wentz, smart decisions, Trooper A. Kevin McConnell, not perfect, but damn good. Jets was him. Defense sorted out. Offensive line gutted up. I'm still so damn impressed by this offensive line, man, where they had every excuse in the book to shut it down. and just get torn up by. But did you even hear Mason Graham? Did you even hear his name? Like maybe once, right? Malik Collins, got after it. Sure, Myles Garrett was in witness protection. I'm so blown away and so fired up by how these dudes played up front. And also, Chris Cooper, redemption song. Come on, man. I think if the Vikings offensive line was ass, I think Chris Cooper is going to get fired during the bye. I really do. Also, I got Wookie $10. Good win, but the defense really seems to be missing Harrison Phillips and Blake Cashman. Well, you're not getting Phillips back, but getting Cashman, getting AVG back, having Harrison Smith be a full-time guy again, it's going to help things out. John Lee, $5. Almost had a stroke when Kevin Conn called a timeout in the last play. I 100% thought that's how the Vikings were going to lose. Like Rodgers had the interception on the last play, and then Kevin Conn's like, "We called the timeout. We won the game, but I called the timeout." I could just see on the crosser that receiver getting loose. I wouldn't even be mad because, frankly, I already resigned that the Vikings were going to lose this game. It is what it is. Def Don Nicky, $5. Denzel Ward, please point to the doll where JJ and Addison hurt you. Where Denzel Ward got worked today, man. Greg Newsome was the better of the two cornerbacks, which is kind of saying a lot. Traveler, $2. Props Kevin McConnell, play calling pace has to go. Yeah. Eric Wilson needs to stay on. Eric Wilson's been playing really damn good, man. Also, Grenard didn't light up the stat box again, but single-handedly, he put this defense on his back at the end. And, of course, they weren't showing replays of good Vikings plays, but on that 3rd and 1, when they stopped Judkins, 5'8", came from the weak side, and like Superman jumped on Judkins. It's just really impressive, man. Also, what's really impressive is the Jeromes, Margaret Rocco walkathon going on. All Venmos, Cash Apps donated to the show. Links down below. Through October 15th, we'll go straight to the school fundraiser. They're doing field trips. They're going to the moon. I actually chaperoned Rocco's field trip this Friday. It is so absolutely bat bleep wild to try and keep 4 kids behaved. You think it'd be easy. I mean, it's 4 kids. They're just running all over the place in this nature center. Just stuff, man. Also, when we have lunches like Invasion of the Hornets, so no one's stinging my kids, man. That's right. Anyways, you guys are crushing it. I think Rocco's gonna be the number 1 at his school. Margaret's gonna be up there at her school as well. So, thank you guys. Absolutely fantastic, and just like this game. But I mean, there's still a lot of things to clean up, like 7 penalties. Although the 2 penalties, the Brandel hold and the Huber hold that wiped out long Jordan Mason runs, well, those are pretty ticky-tacky. Sorry for blocking too good, man. But Mason, 13 for 52 and a touchdown. Could have been a lot more. Could have been around 100. So somewhere out there. But Jefferson, 7 for 23 on 11. Like Carson Wentz at a certain point was just like, F it, JJ's down. Jefferson's down there somewhere, man. Absolutely. And so impressed by this offensive line. So impressed by Jefferson as always. Addison redemption song. So impressed by Carson Wentz as well. And I think the Vikings will have a decision of who's going to remain quarterback, because this really is Redhead Redemption 2, Electric Boogaloo. He got things done, man. Just absolutely flummoxed and flabbergasted and just really impressed by this Vikings team. Need to update this, but they got to 3-2. Now everyone get healthy. And as we've been preaching the last couple weeks, I mean, all is not lost, because the Vikings have a ton of injuries. Ton. Whether it's Cashman, whether it's Aaron Jones, whether it's the offensive line, whether it's whoever, whether it's J.J. McCarthy, whether it's whoever. But everyone gets back soonish. So this team could finally be at full strength sometime late October, early November. So anything can happen. So just stay afloat and also get ready to shock the world. Eagles at home at the Bird Killer Stadium. Let's go. Let's go, man. All right, a couple more comments. Sorry, catching up here. Matthew Etzwer, $10. JJ McBarfy, whatever. Blake Kettler, $5. Roommate is a Packers fan, going to have to talk some stuff. Yes. Turbo, $5. Bubble wrap and lock all the players in O'Connell's house to read the playbook and drink milk during the bye. But what if they're lactose intolerant? Nah, just kidding. There's no Asians on the team, so everyone can drink dairy. Emote, $5. I've been dealing with migraines, but still woke up ready to watch your team. I'm glad they won. Skull from the Houston area. Where It's kind of funny because, yeah, I know that everyone's schedule is different, but I mean, waking up for an 8:30 football game is just like we're up at 6 to get these damn kids to school, so it doesn't really change things. But I was mad when the team was asked thank you early on. It's just like, how dare you wake us up at the normal weekday time to watch this bad football team? Nah. Let's see. Bridge Boys, $5. Stefanski did his best Vikings impression with 3 and out when he could have iced the game. Oh, that's fair. I mean, that's fair. Our boy I like to feel like Stefanski thinks about us too. I love Stefanski, man. He's in a bad deal with Cleveland. Like, so he's been NFL Coach of the Year twice. You know that? That's how low the Browns' expectations have been. But he had Deshaun Watson and that terrible trade and terrible contract tossed in his lap. He was forced. Him and his GM were forced to take Shador. Just silly, man. Silly, but props to Stefanski. I mean, the Browns. I think Dylan Gabriel could be a little something, right? You know, get him a little seasoning. He got the ball out quick. He was accurate. He tossed up a couple of meatballs, sure, but that's expected. You know, the kid's fiery. He's feisty. I think they have something there. Judkins for sure is there. Judkins looking like Jim Brown and 2010 Peyton Hillis all wrapped in one, man. Ray Petty, $2. Run defense is a concern. Absolutely. Absolutely is. Because one way to alleviate the run defense is to get your offense on track. And what I mean by that is get the other team in a negative game script where they're down double digits and they get away from the run. Because at the end of the day, basically all OCs just want to throw. Is what it is. So, you know, obviously getting stouter against the run. The Vikings have had a couple run defense disasters, but getting Cashman back, getting AVG back is going to be big. Frankly, I feel like they should be benching Jonathan Allen and Hargrave. Hargrave made some plays toward the end, but let's say what it is. Like Jalen Redmond, LDR, TID are playing light years better than Allen and Hargrave because they're actually giving a hoot. $51 million for Jonathan Allen, $30 million for Javon Hargrave. Yeah, but that's also trade for Dexter Lawrence. How about that? Hey, Giants, how about your ass? Thank you today, and let's get us some sexy Dexter Lawrence. Toxic, $10. Andy Skoll from Alaska. How do you feel about the 3-1 in the second quarter where they ran up for negative 2 yards? Also, I think we lose right then and there. Also, my dad says hi. Hey, props to your dad. I don't know. Like in that second quarter, there was some doldrums there for sure. Also, I am not on board with the whole Darisaw pitch count thing because your legitimate plan is to pull Christian Darisaw in a high leverage spot in a must-win game, and you're leaving Justin School and Walter Rouse alone against Myles Garrett. That's the plan. Because I get wanting to ease him back in, but either he's healthy and he plays, or he's not healthy and he sits. Like this whole pitch count thing is ridiculous. And frankly, it could have lost the Vikings a game. Right? Derek Baker, $10. 2024 pace, not good without Cashman. 2025 pace, not good without Cashman. I actually do feel like Cashman and Pace work together great. But when he's on his... We said this about Pace. Like Pace is a really good player, explosive plays, but he tries to do too much. And I feel like with Cashman out, with those injuries, like maybe he feels like he has to do everything himself as opposed to just playing within the framework of the defense. Flores has basically inferred that without singling him out personally. So it's something to watch. Kit Thornton, $5. Ugly win, fix the run D. Philly will hang 50 on us. What the coaching staff does during the bye to prepare, it says a lot about them. Yes, laser focus, because at 3-2, the margin for error is pretty small. But getting healthy, having 2 weeks to get ready for the Eagles, and trading for Dexter Lawrence, I don't know, man. Yeah. Cam Galena, $2. Do you think the Vikings since Pace next year? He'll be an RFA, so he'll be back, but I don't know if he gets that big time extension. Kakita, $2. How do we lose turnover battle and still win? It's a miracle. Maury down $2. Wentz, quarterback 2, still holds on to the ball, runs and sacks. Where it is kind of frustrating. Like Carson Wentz can buy extra time, except then he doesn't know what to do with it. And like he'll buy extra time just to hold on to the ball or just run into the pass rush, which is just a little bit frustrating. But man, just emotionally taxing and draining. Why is this team like this? But into the bye, flying high, 3-2, getting ready for that run, man. And I feel like you can almost take Baltimore out of that run. But Philly, Chargers, mini bye at Lions, bring it. Getting healthy. Our coaches still remembering they can still coach and get after things. But yeah, you look at the Eagles and Saquon and Hurts, and then the Chargers with Hampton, and the Lions with Sonic and Knuckles, and the Baltimore Lamar Jackson's probably going to back Derrick Henry. So it's gonna be quite a stanza 4 weeks for the Vikings run defense. Gotta do something. Yeah. Anyways, like we always say, 24-hour rule. Enjoy this win. Get to the bye. Rest up. Get healthy. Do all that stuff. Anyways, we'll be back here shortly with winners and losers from the game that was